Hello, everybody, and welcome to what is episode number 4 of what I hope will be a successful Flathead build. Now that we have the top end taken apart, we built an engine stand plate for it in order to get it upside down. And in this video, I want to get rid of the oil pan and hopefully disassemble the entire bottom end assembly. So let's get to it. First things first, starter's got to come out. And with the starter comes like a wasp nest as well. Ta-da! Now we'll just go ahead and start loosening up all the oil pan bolts. This one was already out, it's kind of strange. Now for those of those wondering, why didn't I just use the impact to begin with? I don't know, with rusty old parts, I'd rather just make sure they're loosening up fine, nothing weird's happening, then come back and save some time with the impact. I believe I have one more right down here. Should be the entire oil pan. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see what we uncover here. All right. Doesn't look too bad. Now what I wanted to do next was take off the clutch, take off the flywheel, but I can't rotate this assembly since those pistons are seized up. So I think my only option is to take off these connecting rods, disconnect them at least, and see if I can smack the piston out. Then I'll take the crankshaft out as one entire assembly. Go for broke. Let's see if I can break these loose with the breaker bar first. So I'm just hitting these really soft. Using a little bit of pressure on the back side. There we go. Very subtle taps. So here's my next plan of attack. If I can get rid of potentially these set of pistons that are already pretty much close to their travel, and these, maybe I'll be able to rotate the assembly then, maybe not. But at this point, I don't feel like there's any harm in just going on, removing these, and seeing if I can smack any of these pistons out. All right, it's not pretty what you gotta do, but seems like you just gotta do it. Alright, so no luck with the pistons yet. Alright, so I got my camera grill back, so now they should be much smoother. So I'm just going to work on getting these caps off, and then I'm going to see if I can miraculously take the main crank off and try to get the pistons out through the bottom instead. So I was able to get all of them off besides these two here, because they're at their end of the stroke. So hopefully it doesn't hurt us. Let's do the oil pump next, or the oil pickup next, and we'll do the main caps. Sometimes just a little few gentle taps is all it takes. Alright. Now Now let's pop these main caps off. Loosen it up. First main cap. Doesn't take much. It just has to come out like perfectly vertical. Yeah. All right, now just the center cap. Bingo. All right. All right, so it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Two, or at least one of them, was not really accessible, but we were able to move the crank just up enough to get a small socket in there and finagle the flywheel out and the clutch. So now I have access to the main crank bolts. Victory. I think we're getting there.
All right, so we actually lost audio, but what I'm doing here is just removing them 4 main bolts for the flywheel. In order to get rid of the flywheel, got to give it a few good healthy smacks with a dead blow. And that came off pretty easily. Heavy sucker, these things weigh quite a bit. And these bolts here are what was getting in the way and not letting the crank slide straight up. It's actually hitting the flywheel. So now with that out, the crank can come out. And this is a heavy sucker as well. But I would call that a success. Now we'll just get ready and rotate the engine around 180 degrees so that hopefully I can get the pistons out from the bottom of the block, not from the top, since the cylinders don't have much rust, if any rust at all.
All right, we're back. And I got this little idea. This is a 2-inch to a 1/2 inch reducer, about a 7-inch, 7.5 inch, 1/2 inch pipe, and a cap. And my plan is, bam, bam, hopefully the pistons come out. I tried it, a little bit of success on this piston with it kind of being cracked open. Let's see if we can continue it. Wish me luck. Yep, it's moving. I think I broke it free. Get a little bit more, then I'll show you. That's the sound of success. Check it out. Got some movement. Now the whole bottom of the cylinder is pretty clean on this thing. So from here on, it should be pretty simple. Fingers crossed. The reason that's not coming out is because now the piston's hitting the main cap. Broke the piston, which is fine. No big deal. But I'm going to have to save that, turn it around, see if I can crack the piston off and pull that out. Moving on. All right, looks like that one broke free as well. Boom. There's one. Pretty crunchy. All right, so first rod bent up. Got another one. I bought a 1 to 2 inch pipe, so hope that's a little stronger. Broke the bottom of this piston, so now this one should come right out. Like so. That's 2 successfully done. I think I felt that one move. It did. Put a trash can underneath it to catch the rod. Ta-da! So, the piston's down over there, but the head of it's still here. One good blow. And it's out. Bingo. So if you can see, a nice deep crack going down the cylinder. That could have been the issue. That's why this motor got put aside. If that's repairable, like sleevable or not, I don't know. So let's just keep on going at this point. See how deep I can go. All right, cracked it loose. Good. All right, these three are a pain in the butt. This one's going to hit the main cap. I'm just going to actually just try to break the pistons from here. Hopefully that relieves some of the pressure and get the rest of them out. Let's see. You're wondering what I'm trying to do here is this piston will smack the main cap. We got to break this section off in order to get the piston out. Got it. Last thing I'm going to do is just pop all these lifters down so I can get rid of the cam. Doesn't get in any of the way of the lobes or whatnot. Like that, doesn't take much. Alright, time to remove the oil pump cover, gear cover at least, so I can do the last thing, which is remove the camshaft and call this thing disassembled. It's loosening itself up. Bingo. Close. So close. There we go. Perfect. Now, this Iskandarian full race cam comes out. Just kidding. Boom. Alright, then pop out these lifters. Alright, so outside of the actual head studs, this thing's pretty much completely torn apart, ready for an acid bath, inspection, and hopefully it can be re-sleeved and salvaged. If not, I'm only about 360 bucks in the hole. It's not the end of the world. I was able to get 4 YouTube videos, maybe 5. So if you guys have been watching along, thank you so much. That does help bring some cash back for the next project. But if this thing is salvageable, keep an eye out because we're going to keep on going until it makes sense. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.